Hey out there, and welcome to day 16. I'm Kate, and I am glad you're back. So how you doing? You doing okay so far? Everything going all right with this? You know, you can always drop a comment below, let me know what's going on, if you need anything extra, if you want to see something. Anyway, you know that. But for today, we have a slow-mo practice. We're going to move gently and more slowly because we've had some more intense practices in the last few days, so it's time to slow it down. Grab a couple of blocks, find a blanket or a towel, a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get moving. So we're gonna grab a blanket. Go ahead. Grab that blanket, that towel. We're gonna sit right up on it. And you can sit with your legs crossed. You can sit with one shin in front of the other, anything that feels good. And just take a moment here. Feel your sitting bones press down. Let the top of your head stretch up, and then let everything relax. Cheeks, jaw, shoulders, all that stuff. Hands can get heavy on your thighs or in your lap. And close your eyes. And breathe. And feel your breath come in and leave your body with every cycle, every inhale, every exhale. We move through our day in this breath happens without us even thinking about it. So take a moment before we start to just bring your attention there, to enjoy this simple thing. Your inhale and your exhale. And then you're going to drop your chin to your chest. And you want to keep the tips of your shoulder blades working in toward each other, and maybe shake your head gently side to side. On an inhale, roll your right ear up over your right shoulder. And exhale down through center. And inhale it up to the other side. And exhale down through center. And we're going to pause here with your head bowed. Now you're going to take your chin and spin it toward your right shoulder. It's almost like you're looking over at that right shoulder. And then this little kind of quarter turn, roll your left or your right ear over your right shoulder. And then you're going to take your head and just carefully and gently roll it back and all the way around until your left ear hovers over your left shoulder. And then spin your chin toward that left shoulder. And then roll it back down, chin to chest. Same thing again. Spin your chin to the right. Then roll that right ear up and over your shoulder. And let your head drop back all the way around until your left ear hovers. And then that left chin spins. And take your chin down to your chest. And now we're going to reverse it. So now you're going to spin your chin to the left and roll that left ear over your shoulder. And let your head drop back and around till that right ear hovers. Spin your chin to the right and then chin to chest. One more. Spin your chin to the left, left ear over your shoulder. Take it back and around till the right ear hovers. And then chin to that shoulder and chin to chest. Pause here and shake your head. And from here, you're going to lift your head and just take your gaze over your right shoulder. Nice and simple. Back through center and then over to the other side. And then back through center. You're going to take your hands and sweep them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. If the heels of your hands press together, that's cool. If you want to keep your heels spread, that's cool too. Just feel your knuckles drag down and feel where your arm bones pull toward the backs of their sockets. And then as your knuckles drag, feel your chest lift up. Like you could breathe some space in the front of your body and underneath those collarbones. And then let your head kind of go side to side here, maybe chin to chest, kind of roll it out again. Yes. And lift your head. You're going to keep your fingers interlaced, but sweep your fist to the outer left hip and hug both elbows in toward each other. You got it. Left ear is going to drop over your shoulder. Shake your head there. Inhale, lift your head, stretch your hands back behind you, still interlaced. You're going to sweep it over to that right side. Hug your elbows in toward each other. And drop that right ear over your right shoulder. Maybe shake your head. Yep. And lift back through center. Stretch those knuckles back one more time. And when you exhale, we're going to release. Legs still crossed. Just walk your hands forward. Just far enough so you can feel a little stretch in the outer hip of the leg that's in front or on top. And then push your sitting bones back behind you. Feel your upper back curl. Draw your chin to your chest. And walk your hands back underneath you. Check out which legs well, you don't really have to. We're just going to switch the cross of your legs. You don't have to pay too much attention. Same thing, you want to lengthen up and walk your hands forward. And now that other hip should be getting some love. Press into your hands. Sitting bones drop back behind you. Drop your chin toward your chest. And round through your upper back. You can actively push those hands into the floor. And then walk your hands back underneath you. We're going to come into a table from here. You can use the blanket underneath your knees if you're feeling extra tender today. You don't have to. All right, and then from here, you're going to let your hips drop gently side to side. Yes, and then start to make some circles. You got it. And then in the other direction. Beautiful. And then back through center. Pull your abdominal muscles in. So we've got a nice solid core here without being like, oh, you know. You know what that feels like. Oh, don't do that. Don't get so tight in your core that you can't breathe, but tighten up a bit and take that right leg, stretch it back. And then roll out your ankle. You got it. All right, then you're gonna take your right knee and draw it toward your right tricep. And just give yourself a little squeezy, roundy thing. Inhale, take it back. And exhale, same thing. We're gonna kind of sweep it out, tap toward that right side. One more, kick it back. And we're gonna pull it in. This time, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and we land in lizard pose. And you can use blocks underneath your hands. If you wanna spin those right toes open a bit, you wanna press into the ball of your right foot and feel your hips sink down. And then for a moment, you're gonna push gently into your hands and curl your chin in toward your chest and push the center of your upper back toward the sky. And when you inhale, you're gonna pull the shoulder blades in toward each other, stretch your chest forward, and notice how the stretch shifts and where it shifts. You got it. You can close your eyes here. If you've come down onto your forearms, you're gonna come back up now. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee for a moment. And we're just gonna kind of rock in and out of this high lizard lunge. Yep. And then drop your knee back to the floor. Shift your weight into your left hand. And maybe you wanna grab a block underneath that left hand. Let's go gently into that good night. Take your right hand onto the top of your right thigh and you can push a little bit so you feel your chest peel back. Yeah, that's it. And we can stay right here, kind of enjoy this activation, this stretch. Or you can bend that back knee and reach around, grab for the pinky toe edge of your foot. And then that right shoulder can roll open even more. And gently flex through that left foot just a bit. Let your left ear drop toward your left shoulder. You got it. We're going to release that back foot. Swing your right hand around. And you can get rid of the block here if you want, or you can grab the other one. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee once again. This time step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, and you're going to sink your hips. And come into Malasana. So I did say we were going to go gently today. So if you want a Malasana with your butt on a block, it feels quite lovely. If not, that's okay. But find what works for you. You're going to feel your elbows come to your inner thighs. Palms press. And think about your chest lifting up toward your thumbs. Inhale. And when you exhale, your fingertips are going to come to the floor, and we're just going to fold forward here. Okay, and then walk your hands back underneath you. You're going to shift your weight forward. So if you're on a block, it might be a little bit harder for this transition, but you're going to shift your weight forward and just come into an Uttanasana, wide legs, soft knees. Let yourself rock gently side to side. You got it. And if that block is still there, we're going to move it out of the way. So you can plant your hands and just walk your feet back into a downward facing dog. And you can get those hands where you want them, spread through your fingers, press through the four corners of your palms. Feel those basketballs underneath your hands, like we're going to palm those basketballs. And pedal out your feet. Beautiful. All right, we're going to rock forward. Find a plank just for a breath. And then lower your knees. Walk your hands forward. Untuck your toes and lower yourself all the way down onto your stomach. Okay, from here, you're going to take your right arm out to the side, 90 degrees. Okay, you're going to walk your right hand forward just a hair. So your elbow is slightly higher than your shoulder. Left hand underneath your left shoulder. We're going to roll to the right. And this top leg might be able to step back. Mine doesn't want to go. Maybe you just want to bend your knees and kind of work the stack here. Whatever feels good for you. It feels kind of good for me to let my leg dangle. Maybe that's the same for you. And while you're here, you want to press into that right hand. I know. Take a breath. And then we're going to release back through onto your stomach. Left arm's going to come out to the side. Nice, same 90-degree angle. Walk your hand forward so that elbow is slightly higher than your shoulder. Spread your fingers, right hand underneath your right shoulder. We're going to roll left. Maybe. You can bend that left knee a little bit. Maybe your right leg wants to step back. Maybe you just want to stack your knees. You can keep pressing into your right hand and keep pressing into your left hand. You got it. One more breath. Okay, extend those legs. Roll back onto your stomach. Ooh, plant your hands underneath you. Baby cobra. Tops of your feet root. Curl it up. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your forehead. Oh, press up. Find your table. And let those hips sway a little bit side to side. You can let your head go too. I don't know. It feels kind of good. All right, here we go. We're gonna engage through that core, right? Pull in, not so tight that you can't breathe. You're gonna take that left leg, reach it back. All right, knee's gonna come toward that left tricep and just kind of curl in like you were gonna blow your knee a kiss. Inhale, kick it back, just making some space. Exhale, bring it in. One more. And bring it in, and we're gonna step that left foot to the outside of your left hand, and you can grab for blocks underneath here. Spin those left toes open a bit, but you wanna press into the ball of your left foot. And while you're here, hands on the floor or forearms down, you can pick. We're gonna do that little curl in, right? So you're gonna drop your chin to your chest, press your hands into the mat, and push the center of your upper back toward the ceiling. And then when you inhale, stretch your chest forward. Feel your shoulder blades pull toward each other on your back and lift it up. Oh. Yep. You got it. You're going to shift your weight into your right hand and take your left hand to your left thigh and just press into your left thigh for a second and feel yourself kind of push away from that inner thigh. And you can hang right here. This can be where the stretch stops for you. If you want to go into that quad, you can bend your back knee. And you're going to grab for the pinky toe edge of your foot. Sink that right thigh down. Press a little bit that foot into your hand. So you're not going crazy in this ankle. This back ankle can be steady. And then you're going to roll your left shoulder open. Let your right ear drop towards your right shoulder and shake your head. Yes. You got it. And then you're going to release that. Plant your hand, tuck your back toes, and we're going to lift that back knee and rock. Beautiful. And then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And if you didn't have a block on the first round, maybe you have a block here. If you did on the first round, maybe you don't have the block here. I don't know. It's up to you. Let your hips sink, elbows towards those inner knees, press your palms, lift through your chest. Yes, and then drop your fingertips to the floor, round it out for a second. All right, push into those feet. We're going to straighten those legs. Wide Uttanasana. Again, you can sway a little bit side to side. Yes. And then slide your hands to your shins. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Push into your feet. Come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Find that reach out. Stretch it up. And bring your hands down through prayer. And then you're going to step so you face the long edge of your mat. Come to the middle. And you're going to take your feet wide. Sort of like prepping for a goddess pose here. Toes out, heels in. Take your hands to your thighs and just rock a little bit back and forth. That's our one standing sequence here. It's going to be a mini, I promise. All right, and then from here, you're going to settle and take this left shoulder and you're going to drop it down. Left hand can slide toward your inner thigh and you're going to press that inner thigh gently and look up and over your right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale, same thing to the other side. This right shoulder is going to dip. Right hand can come to your inner thigh and just give it a gentle press as you look over your left shoulder. And then back through center. I'm going to drop your fingertips to the floor. Take your heels and pop them out and fold. Feel your inner thighs roll toward the back of the room. Fingertips work forward. Drop your head. Shake it gently side to side. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna lift your chest, pull your heels back in, hands to your thighs, weight back toward your sitting bones, press yourself up, find your goddess. Yep. And then that right shoulder is gonna dip, right hand to that inner thigh, take your gaze over your left shoulder, up through the middle, dip that left shoulder, left hand can press, look over the right. Back through center, press into your feet, inhale. Come on up, reach it up. Then exhale, hands down. And so heel your feet in. Boop. And we're gonna go ahead and lay down. So come on down. Draw your knees in. And rock gently. Arms out to the sides, let your knees drop over to the right. Oh, and slide your gaze to the left. And then back up through the middle. Knees can drop left, gaze to the right. And back up through the middle, hug your knees in. You're gonna take your hands to the insides of your knees and grab your ankles. So the thumb comes to the inner ankle, 4 fingers wrap around the outer ankle. Drop your heels toward your butt, and then drop your feet toward the floor. So all that's working here is your fingers, your hands. Legs are relaxed, inner thighs relaxed, back, shoulders, cheeks, jaw, forehead, what else? Calves, toes, all of it relaxed. And then draw those knees back in. Stretch out your legs. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths. Take more than a couple breaths. Soften. Relax into the floor. And if your mind has wandered, just bring it back for a couple more breaths. Follow your inhale and your exhale. Start to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. Draw your knees in. Roll to one side. Try to keep your eyes closed and your gaze inward as you press into your hands. Make your way up. Find a comfortable seat. When you get there, palms press into Anjali Mudra right in front of your heart. And pause here. Feel your breath. And as you move throughout the rest of your day, maybe take a break or 2 or 22 to pause and notice your breath. See if you can make some space in your day, not just here on your mat, but out in the world. Thanks for spending day 16 with me. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Perhaps I will see you tomorrow. Make it a great day.